One of my most favourite topics, working with difficult people. We always will come across difficult people. There's people that we think are difficult in every area of our life, but business in particular, because business is a place where we bring our ideas, where we come to the forefront with situations that are from many, many different perspectives. And we're not always going to agree with each other. And I remember having a really difficult relationship with a particular leader, particular manager back in my corporate days, and we didn't get along. What happens when you don't get along with people? Everything that they do, you look at negatively. Out of work, we got along like a house on fire. We had lots of social events. We would catch up at social events. We would talk really well and really be friendly at the external events. But in the business, anytime I needed something or anytime she needed something, both of us got our back up. We had this bit of a competitive thing going on. So I want you to ask yourself, if you're experiencing difficult people in the business consistently over and over, you come across difficult people, is there a part of you that is the difficult person? Because I had to put my hand up. Part of me, I would believe that everybody else was difficult, but I now know when I look back, I was actually the difficult person. And perhaps the other person wasn't even difficult. Perhaps they were responding back because I was being difficult. And the other thing that I want you to look at with difficult people is when something is going on for people, something bigger under the surface, little things get in the way. So we overreact to little things that we wouldn't normally overreact to. So I was talking to a client recently, and they had admittedly reacted to something. And then the person they reacted to reacted with them. So there was a bit of reaction going on. After I listened to the story, I asked, what else is going on for you right now? And they were in the middle of something that they weren't enjoying. And that might be a project at work, it might be a project at home, it might be difficulties with children at home. I remember that I was in one of the most difficult places in business when I was having some trouble with my daughter when she was in between 14 and 18 years of age. I was a control freak. I was trying to control her life. She was trying to find out who she was. We were at loggerheads all the time. And I was bringing that to work with me, not at the forefront, but in the undercurrent. It was coming with me to work. And I was responding and reacting to things a lot faster, and the reactions were a lot more explosive than they would have normally been. But to be truthful, back in corporate, I was pretty difficult all the time. But when the challenges were at home going on as well, then things were even more difficult for me. So I want you to ask yourself the question, if you're having challenges with difficult people recurring and often, what part do you play? Are you one of those difficult people? Something to think about. Mary Jensen from Empower Services.